For too long, we have been told that healing only comes from a pill, a syringe, or a prescription. But what if the body was never designed to depend on chemicals for survival? That it was designed to heal itself? What if the power to heal has always been within us? Hi, this is Vasudevan, author of Follow Your Heart, Your Brain is Stupid. Let's jump right into the show. Hi, Arun. Welcome to my show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Arun Prabhu, who needs no introduction on our channel. In this episode, we continue on our journey back to real healing. In the last episode, Arun shared with us how most diseases are a manifestation of the negative emotional blockages that we carry, and the cure is to let go of these blockages. He also shared with us the importance of understanding our individual temperaments and how we can use it to counter any problems in our life. If you haven't watched that episode, please do so now. The link to that episode is up there. It's also there in the description section of this video as well as at the end of this episode. Arun, what are some of the other things that we can do and should do to live a healthy and disease-free life? For example, you did touch upon a little bit on eating habits. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? Over to you.
Absolutely rightly said. See, let's first start with eating habits. But before that, we need to understand one basic, why do diseases happen and what is actually disease? See, basically, we are a living organism where there is some input. Let's talk in the computer language. See, there is some input and there is some output, and that input is processed in this computer. This computer which has this body. Fine. Now,
Right.
what are the inputs? The inputs are your food, what you see, what you listen. These are all the inputs. 5 senses are the inputs.
Right.
And what you eat is the input. So everything is input. Now, anything which comes in has to go out. So there will be residuals. Fine. So if we take in, if we breathe in oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide. Fine. Basically. So if we eat food, then we, pass stools. Fine. In between input and output, there is called something called processing.
Right.
Now, if the processing is very fine, very good, the residues will not be very toxic. Got it? But if the processing is not proper, there will be toxicity which will be left. Now, this toxicity, body tries to, remove through liver, through kidney, it tries to remove. But what if the toxicity increases? Then it takes shape of a disease, and disease is nothing but body trying to fight, putting all the energy into fighting the toxic. Now, if, for example, if in your house, if everyone is busy shielding the door or, protecting the house, then what is going to happen is the rest activities will get neglected. Like शायद उस दिन खाना नहीं बनेगा ढंग से, ढंग से वो नहीं होगा, पिक्चर नहीं देखोगे आप. Because why? Focus कहाँ जा रहा है? Because दरवाजा टूट गया या फिर पानी अंदर आ रहा है, and you need to, fight that. Simple, what basics. Similarly, when body starts fighting the toxicity, the virus, or whatever which we have ingested through any of the medias, the whole body will now start acting the toxics or the. Then what happens? The remaining activities of the body gets temporarily halted.
Right.
Okay? And that comes out as high BP, sugar, increase in sugar levels, temperature rising. These are all symptoms of the body trying to fight and accommodate. Fine. So similarly, so one of the important things which we talked about was food. Now let's talk about food first. Now food, as much as it is important that what you eat, more important is how you eat.
Okay.
So we discussed certain of the points, and I'll just skip through that. First of all, eat food in a very, very leisure manner. No TVs, nothing. Love your food. Have you ever, even if when a tiger kills a deer or a buffalo, you watched National Geography, you'll see it licks, it plays with it as if it's loving. And वो जो saliva बाहर से निकलता है, that saliva is the first digestion which happens, the first enzymes which react on the, the animal. And even when you see any dog or any, they will smell it, they will caress it, they will lick it, and then they will eat it.
Right.
Fine. We human beings, we eat subconsciously, unconsciously. We are watching TV and eating like this. We also don't know what's coming inside like
Yeah.
this.
Sometimes
Now, if
watching
you're
something on
watching,
the mobile, we keep eating or listening to something. Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Now what happens? See, please understand, our body is so intelligent that the moment the body knows what is coming, it will release that type of enzyme for the digestion of that particular. For example, proteins, vitamins, your fat, your salt, your sugar, everything needs different combinations of enzymes. Where did we get this thing that everything can be digested with the same, proportion of the acids and enzymes?
Right.
This is where we are wrong. बट इफ द बॉडी डजंट, इट्स लाइक, अगर अगर आपका सिक्योरिटी गार्ड नहीं है बताने के लिए कि वार्ड कौन आया है अंदर, वेदर एक मिनिस्टर हैज कम इन और अ सेल्समैन हैज कम इन, और if they are not prepared and suddenly people enter into your room, every time you are in a shock, you don't know who's coming. That is why we keep a guard, so the guard calls and says कि boss अब ये आ रहा है, and then you will redirect, अच्छा this person is coming, send it to that, this person is coming, send it to that, अच्छा this minister is coming, send it to me directly. So well organized body में, if you are not watching what you are eating, how will your brain know कि अभी मटर आ रहा है, पनीर आ रहा है, रोटी आ रही है, क्या आ रहा है? ठीक है. So what happens is there is a big mismatch of the enzymes, so your food doesn't get digested properly. Secondly, also, when your mind is diverted, and supposing you are seeing a horror movie. Now, if you are seeing a horror movie, or if you are seeing something which incites you, your BP and everything is going to shoot up. Now, how can a body work in two different ways? It's like giving two, duties to the same person, and everything has to be done on the same time. यानी चाय भी बनानी है उसको और झाड़ू भी मारना है. अब वो चाय और झाड़ू साथ मारेगा तो ना चाय ढंग से बनेगी ना झाड़ू ढंग से होगा, and maybe he might spill the tea. So what happens is, when you're watching a horror movie or something which excites you, anything, and you are hooked onto it, body is reacting to that reaction. At the same time, body has to decide which enzyme to give for the digestion. Total mismatch. What is going to happen is your processing is going to be affected, and lot of toxic thing residual will be there. You won't get the whole energy out of it. Okay? Do you know human body is even capable of digesting poison? Examples are there. Mira drank poison, nothing happened. Chandragupta Maurya Chanakya gave Chandragupta Maurya, dilute poison, because he was always afraid that somebody might kill him through poison, because that is what Chandragupta cannot help.
Yeah, I heard
Armies
that
can, but
story. Yeah, he used to give him
that's a true.
small dosages of the poison to get that body
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be able to fight it. Yeah.
yes. And that is why Chanakya said that you should not share your food with anybody, because the other person might die. Okay.
Right.
Let's not get into that, but it happened. Let's not get
Mm.
into that. Okay. Otherwise, we'll take a lot of time. Now, the second thing is, obviously, yes, peaceful. Observe your food and be grateful to your food. Water. There's a Japanese scientist which we previously also discussed. He had proven that love changes the structure of the
Right.
molecular structure of water, and your
Yes.
food is almost 60 to 70% water.
Mm.
पानी से ही बनता है आपका फूड. ठीक है. So when you have gratitude, always, in South India, especially India and South India, we have this habit of कि वो पानी डाल के उसको प्रे करके खाना. Many of them people still do it. Now we say क्या, ये तो क्या old age ये concepts है. नहीं 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 नहीं, science है. The moment you have gratitude towards the food molecules, even if there is virus or there is something which is bad in the food, it will get rectified.
Okay.
So have gratitude. Sit down and eat.
You mean on the floor?
Sitting on the table. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Always, if you see, I don't know, अभी तो बहुत हो गया. Even in marriages in South, we used to be served. I still remember as a child, we used to be served marriages में भी used to sit down and वो पत्ते में क्यों खाना चाहिए? Because पत्ते के enzymes भी आपके उसमें आते हैं. अभी हम क्या करते हैं? प्लास्टिक में खाते हैं. Plastic also, gets into it. So there are so many things which we have spoiled. But obviously, I understand कि पत्ता नहीं मिलेगा आपको, ठीक है. There is मतलब 10 to 20%, 30%, there will be challenges. But why not score 70% out of 100? So these are some of the things which I say. Peacefully khana hai, focus on the food, don't talk during your while you're eating, focus on the food, show gratitude and love towards the food, and eat peacefully, aram se chaba ke. It has to be first chewed, because the saliva enzymes also will digest that, and then so you will get 70 out of 100. Even if the food is not, maybe there will be some challenge in the food, purana hai, stale hai, kuch bhi hai, but you will still score 60 to 70% off. Yes. Yeah.
Good. So when you say talk about food, they also say that intermittent fast nowadays is becoming a fad. Fasting used to be a normal thing in the olden days, but now it's becoming a fad. They say, "Oh, I do intermittent fasting. I do for 48-hour fasting. I do 24-hour." How does fasting really help in this whole scenario?
Good question. Good question. First thing first, fasting is a human concept. Animals always fast. Fasting is nothing but the gap between two meals. Now, a lion has to hunt. And you know what is the success rate of lion? It is 1 out of 10. Sometimes 3 to 4 days or 5 days, he's without food and suddenly he gets one buffalo. So for animals, there is no provision. There is no comfort zone कि कोई उसको खाना खिलाएगा except the zoo animals, and that is why zoo animals get sick.
So they have.
Zoo animals are sick.
So what you're saying is
Yeah.
wild animals and all in the wild they have natural fasting हो जाता है उनको.
नेचुरल फास्टिंग है.
Right.
3 दिन में खाना मिलता है उनको, घास 3 दिन में मिलता है, एंड दे हैव टू लेबर. एंड बिफोर दैट, दैट्स वेयर एक्सरसाइज कम्स इन, एंड दे डोंट गेट सर्व्ड इन अ प्लेट. दे हैव टू हंट. 9 out of 10 द लायन इज नॉट सक्सेसफुल, बट एक्सरसाइज तो हो रहा है ना, जिम जा रहा है वो, अनपेड जिम जा रहा है वो, ही इज गोइंग. सो दिस इज ऑल नेचुरल, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे आर हेल्दी. There is a leopard story. I don't remember the place. There is a place in India where there were a lot of leopards who used to feed on, because jungles cut ho gaye, so they used to feed on these sheeps and these things. Now since leopards are getting extinct, so what they did, they caught these leopards and they thought that we will move them to the jungle, and they didn't survive the jungle. You know why? Because because they couldn't climb the trees, they couldn't run
Right.
after the deers, so they couldn't hunt. They become lazy. So even the dog, it's so surprising. कितने videos आता है कि dog is sleeping and the leopard comes in. Leopard is sitting just besides the dog, and the dog doesn't know, and it kills the dog. अरे dogs, wild dogs के पास जाके तो देखो. And ये जितने भी animals जो human contact में आ गए ना, they have become all sick and वो fragile. Dogs can't defend themselves. Dogs can only bark with different dogs, and they can bite a human being. That's it, because human being is weaker than the dog. But dogs can't fight the leopards. And go to those wild dogs. Those wild dogs जो है ना, वो lion को भी वो कर देते हैं. So this is what is happening. Human beings are actually killing the race. Every race which comes in contact with human being is gone.
Right.
Your domestic animals need vaccination. What about these wild stray dogs? They don't die with any of these pests and all these things. They don't have, and they are not vaccinated. So, anyways, so coming back to yes, trade. Coming back to your this point, fasting. Fasting is required because today the diseases are because we eat too much.
Okay.
The problem is we are eating too much. More people die because of eating rather than hunger. This is only a scenario which is being that hunger kills. No, more people are dying because of overeating. We don't require 4 meals a day. We don't require 4 meals a day. We never used to have 4 meals. Do you know one thing? We never used to have 4 meals. We used to have a midday meal. And breakfast was introduced by, and that's why I said the biggest problem is industrial revolution, because industrial revolution se kya hua? Production increased, demand was not there. Now, if you have a lot of, cornflakes and people are not eating, So they started advertising कि सुबह सुबह कॉर्नफ्लेक्स खा के मिल्क में डालेगा तो एनर्जी रहेगा. That's where the concept of breakfast came in. It was not there.
Mm. Right.
And suddenly everyone is now 300 years down the line, 200 years down the line, everyone is taking breakfast, then breakfast के बाद lunch, and lunch भी time पे 1 to 2. There was no concept of 1 to 2 lunch. When you feel hungry, you used to eat.
Mm.
But क्यों है? ऑफिस जा रहे हो, 1 to 2 lunch है, lunch break है. Let me tell you, I don't take lunch at 1 to 2. I take lunch at 12. And I don't take breakfast. Only lunch and then evening में अपना dinner. Bas, that's it.
In fact,
No breakfast.
आजकल
Either
तो
fruits, fruits कुछ ले लेते हैं.
people say that you should not, keep and let your stomach be empty. You have to keep having every 1 or 2 hours, have something to eat. I mean, पूरा ही मतलब उल्टा ही बात करते हैं लोग. I mean, again, it must be some
No, because
vested
they want
interest.
to sell their products.
Exactly.
See, the people who are promoting have to sell the product. Now, let me ask you one thing. There are two cars. One bought by a person who uses it for his personal use and only drives 10 kilometers a day, and there is
Mm.
one who uses it as a taxi and he drives 100 to 200 kilometers a day. Which car is going to get worn out faster? Which car will have more troubles?
Obviously, the second one.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So if your stomach is 24 by 7, eating, digesting, the whole body will only focus on digesting. Where will it have the time to focus on defending your immune system, creating your immune system, and your stomach is going to get upset. अरे हार्ट कितना उसको बॉन्डेड लेबर की तरह स्टमक को काम करते हो. एंड प्रीवियसली यू नो व्हाट यूज्ड टू हैपन, वी नेवर यूज्ड टू हैव द 10 मिनट डिलीवरीज एंड 30 मिनट डिलीवरीज. खाना बनेगा तो 3 घंटा लगता ही था, चूल्हा में लगता था. So चूल्हा में 3 घंटा लगेगा. Even if you are hungry, you cannot eat it unless until you eat your yesterday's leftovers. So all you used to eat was fruits. अगर भूख लगा तो the only thing which you could eat was fruits. That was good. So what used to happen was, I still remember in my childhood days, we never had this thing कि अब भी आधे घंटे में खाना चाहिए, 2 minute Maggi noodles and all these things. Never, they were not there.
Right.
We were healthy. Today we have chips. We have so much off the shelf that we are eating too much. You stay hungry, you will be active.
Mm.
You stay hungry, you will be active. You start eating, you will be sleepy.
Yeah. It always
So where is the
happens.
energy gone?
Okay. What about meditation? What does meditation help in giving us a healthier life, or help us in fighting diseases in any way?
Lot. Actually, meditation has, we can go on talking about meditation for hours, but only why food and all. See, again, I said how you process it. The moment you start meditating, the first thing which happens is your left and right balances.
Okay.
You know, your Chandranadi, your Surya, your energy is also balanced and your peace is there. Everything is balanced. If you are balanced and if you're calm, obviously, जैसे for example, we are talking so peacefully because there is no disturbance. What if while we are speaking, somebody comes in from there, somebody comes in from there, some noise is from there? Will we be able to focus on the videos, or can I focus on what I have to say? I'll also get irritated. Now,
Right.
similarly, if your mind is imbalanced, your stomach, your guts, your intestine, everything cannot focus on delivering the right results.
Okay.
So that affects your food. Again, same coming back, toxic. More toxic will be, and the more toxic, then your liver is overburdened. See, your stomach is overburdened, your liver is, and that is why people are now having liver problems. This fatty liver. Why is this fatty liver? Because food which is not digested properly gets converted into either toxins or fat.
Mm.
So ultimately burdening your liver, burdening your kidney. आज का दो बड़ा डिजीज क्या है आफ्टर ब्लड प्रेशर एंड ब्लड प्रेशर, शुगर, कैंसर, एंड व्हाट इज द अदर? फैटी लीवर.
Okay.
Everyone has got a fatty liver, and then kidney failures. Why?
They're getting
Toxic. Because
overburdened.
these are the toxic
Okay.
overburden.
Got it. Good. Okay. The other thing is, most of us, we don't realize that our body is designed to fight diseases. The minute we have a headache or a thing, we run to the doctor, or pop in some pills and try to get over that, kill that sensation that we are experiencing,
Yeah.
right? In fact, viewers, I just wanted to tell you, in the morning when I spoke with Arun, he said, Vasu, it's so cold here in Gurgaon. I've got a bad cold. So I told him, then what do you want to do? Should we, are we going to be able to, join do the recording today? He said, no problem. I have taken something. He's, by the way, you people who have been regularly on the watching this channel, you know that Arun, he never takes any medicines. So he said, don't worry, I'll be there. In fact, I'm having some fever, but doesn't matter. I'll be okay. That was his attitude. He's not taking any. Tell me, Arun, what did you do? You having that cold, and did you take?
Nothing.
Okay,
See, first of all, I don't have fear of death.
right,
That doesn't mean that I do reckless things. But when I say fear of death means I know when I have to die, nobody can save me.
right,
And if I don't have to die, then nobody can kill me. Now, this thing you need to understand, because why do we rush to the doctors for everything? Because the fear of death pops in. एंड हमें बोला जाता है अरे ये अभी तुमने नहीं किया ये कैंसर बन जाएगा अरे ये हो जाएगा सो वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट फियर्स एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड फियर मार्केटिंग no doctor can save you, even I cannot save you, even after talking so much things I cannot save anybody. I couldn't save my mom, she died of cancer. I couldn't save my dad. Nobody can save anyone except you. When I say nobody can save anyone except you, because your body is designed to survive. We are born to survive. We are not born to die. That is why you don't control your breathing. Breathing is automatic. You don't control your heart rate. Heart rate is automatic. Your blood flow, everything is automatic. And it comes from the intelligence. You know, the power of intelligence. Let me share one very good example. You know, there are turtles. There is a beach. I don't still remember which beach. I think so in Australia or Africa. I don't remember that. So these turtles, they travel to that beach every year to lay eggs. Now, the best part of it is they lay their eggs there because they can't lay their eggs in water because it will get dispersed and everyone will eat. They lay thousands of eggs on a sand and then they go back. And they don't care for the turtle babies. Then these turtle babies, they hatch, they come out. Now, let me ask you one thing. Who tells these turtle babies that you have to go to the sea? And that sea is 100 meters and they start, waddling, and they waddle in a straight. वो ऐसे नहीं जाते कि oh suddenly they found the sea. They know where to. My question is, who's telling those baby turtles जो अभी पैदा हुआ है baby turtle, who's telling that baby turtle that you have to straight go? And they don't go towards the road. They go towards the sea, which they cannot see. On the sand, they cannot even see the sea. And they go. How? Super intelligence is there. And one experiment was done, and that is where you will understand that how human intervention actually kills. What happens is these thousands of turtles, when they go, so the predators will come there. So almost 80% of them are eaten and 20% only survive for the sea. And मजेदार बात क्या है? These 20 turtles, they spread across the globe, but come back to the same place which they, after years, how do they remember that बचपन में जो तुमने ट्रैवल किया? हमें तो ये नहीं याद होता कि कल मैंने कहां गया हूं. But how do they remember that this is the same spot, and that too with sea, without Google map, without any navigation? That's intelligence. Now what happened? Some scientists researched this. Why don't we, protect these turtles? So they were, the moment the turtles hatched, they, put them directly into the sea. They avoided this journey, this 100 meters journey.
Okay.
They made avoided. To their surprise, these turtles never returned.
Yeah.
No, these turtles never returned because the Google mapping was gone. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
The moment this 100 meters of travel was required because it was being recorded here. It was being recorded. Subconscious mind में record था. तो जिस turtle को उठा के उन्हें directly sea में डाला, the turtle survived, but the turtle didn't come back because it didn't know where to come back. That is the intelligence which we have. Now, when your body fights something, that's recorded. Next time when the disease comes, it will fight because it is recorded. But the moment human intervention comes in, the vaccination comes in, the record is gone.
Right.
So now it cannot come back to the shore. Got it? So this is where human intervention is. So your body knows how to fight back. You have a cut. Who heals the cut? Who joins all those vessels? जो blood आया ना, blood कैसे आता है? There are so many vessels, minute vessels. इतने माइन्यूट वेसल्स जो आंख से भी नहीं दिखते, दे आर ब्रोकन, रप्चर्ड. यहाँ पे एक
Right.
पाइप अगर टूट जाता है, अ मैकेनिक हैज टू कम. बट डू यू थिंक डॉक्टर्स उसको सील करते हैं? डॉक्टर ओनली गिव्स एंटीसेप्टिक, which is actually not required. It's actually because the body itself fights it. डॉग्स में और एनिमल्स में जो वुंड होता है, एंटीसेप्टिक थोड़ी डालते हैं. The earth is the best antiseptic. The air, the earth, the sun, these are all antiseptic. So we are programmed to survive. We are not programmed to die.
Right.
Could I explain it?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So, which means what you're saying is that we need to learn to listen to what our body is saying and have that faith that the body can cure itself, but rather than
Yes.
the minute something happens, we start getting nervous, we become stressed out, and say, "Oh, something is wrong," and then rush and take some medicines or some injections, and then you are hooked on for life on medicines or pills, right? Right. Okay.
The challenge is we want comfort. मेरे को इमीडिएट वो चाहिए. दैट कंफर्ट इज टर्टल को उठा के पानी में डाल दे, कंफर्ट हो गया ना. ही डजंट हैव टू स्ट्रगल फॉर 100 meters. सो वी वांट कंफर्ट. मॉर्निंग मेरे को परसों ही पता लग गया, कल पता लग गया था कि मेरे को बुखार होने वाला है. आई नो माई बॉडी इज गोइंग टू.
Right.
थोड़ा मैंने गलती क्या किया, मैंने हीटर चला लिया फेस पे, तो वो एक्सपेडाइट हो गया. ठीक है. बट आई सेड ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम्स, आई विल फाइट. एंड इट्स वेरी कोल्ड हियर. इट्स न्यूज सेज 0.6 हो गया है. इट्स
Point
नाउ
six.
0 degrees हियर.
क्या बात
सो
कर?
एंड यू कैन सी माई ड्रेस. हाँ.
Yeah. Okay.
न्यूज न्यूज बता रहा, आई डोंट नो मतलब. But anyway, 3-4 degrees हो गया है. So what happened is now my body is not capable of fighting this, 0.6 or 0 degrees because we are not there. So my body, see, that doesn't mean that you won't feel sick. मेरे को पता लग गया. मैंने कोई नहीं. Hot water and I drink ginger tea. Tea is something which I cannot avoid. I drink ginger tea. मॉर्निंग में लेमन लेता हूँ वार्म वाटर के साथ. दैट्स इट. आई एम टेकिंग वार्म वाटर, लेमन, जिंजर टी एंड माय रेगुलर फूड. मॉर्निंग में आपसे बात किया, अभी वो हो गया. कल आप मेरे से बात करना, आई विल बी परफेक्टली फाइन. वन डे माय डिजीज विल बी ऑफ. इफ आई हैड टेकन मेडिसिन इट विल टेकन 7 days एंड मे बी वो बाइबल टाइफॉइड होता, क्या होता मुझे नहीं. सो नथिंग. Nature has
Mm.
given you ginger. Nature has given you haldi. Nature has given you so many seasonal fruits, seasonal things which you can eat and be healthy.
Right.
I am addicted to ginger. मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
Yeah. In fact,
Lemon. I am addicted to lemon.
okay.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. In fact,
In
we have
fact,
also
what?
started having very regularly ginger tea. So now I can't have normal tea. Ginger tea ही लेना पड़ेगा मुझे. That's what it is. Yeah.
मेरे घर में मेडिसिन नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन 365 days यू विल फाइंड जिंजर एंड लेमन. 365 days स्टॉक पड़ा रहेगा हमेशा. एवरी
Mm.
टाइम. इफ इट इज नॉट देयर, आई गेट वो. नहीं यार, कहीं से भी लेके आओ. Whether it is 50 rupees for a pav or 20 rupees for a pav, it's immaterial.
Right.
So these are those things. Uh, Pudina ho gaya, Pudina is there. So many. And winters में तो बहुत green vegetables आते हैं. These are all very good for you. Anyways,
So,
yeah. So I did
Arun,
that only. That's it.
okay. So, Arun, what I want to know, and I'll just check if our viewers are interested. Maybe we could plan a small episode where we can talk about different ailments or symptoms, like you have a cold or a headache or stomach pain or whatever, right? What could be some natural remedies? What can we do that will prevent us from having any antibiotics or medicines and heal ourselves? Viewers, if you think that would be of interest to you, please
Sure.
post in the comments. We can do a small episode, say 5 6 of the most common ailments that we experience. Arun can share some
Sure.
natural remedies so you can avoid
Ah.
going to doctors or
And let me tell you, let me tell you, you don't need to ask this from anyone else. A lion knows कि उसको कब घास चाटना है. कोई बताता नहीं, उसको डॉक्टर नहीं है. See, if you start listening, when you do meditation, if you start listening to your body tells you, आज तुम्हें प्रोटीन का कमी है. Have you ever felt that आपने खाना खाया but still hunger नहीं गई?
yes,
Sometimes
yes,
does it happen? You
yep,
have eaten the food, but still the craving is there. Now that's because your body is telling you, जो तुमने खाया है, that's not what I want. जो तुमने नहीं खाया, that's what I want. If it wants protein, your body will tell. The moment you eat protein, hunger चला जाएगा. If you want sugar, Your body will ask for sugar, sugar लेगा, आपका वो चला जाएगा. See, the body knows. बट व्हाट हैपेंस इज, हमें पिज्जा खाना है तो पिज्जा ही खा खा के हम करेंगे, तो हंगर क्रेविंग नहीं जाता है. दैट्स व्हाई वी ईट मच. सी व्हाई डू वी ओवर ईट? बिकॉज while you're taking pizza, the body says, I don't want pizza, I want this thing. You're not taking that. But if you eat the right thing, immediately hunger chala jayega.
See, the bottom line, that
So
means what
body
is.
tells you everything.
Yeah, we don't realize this. We don't even know how to listen. We just take things for granted and completely ignore the signals that the body is giving. And what you're saying is, if you can able to listen to the signals, hear your body, that will be you can get over anything. And we have reiterated again and again. At the end of the day, it is the immunity. You got to build your immunity, and these are some of the ways that you can build your immunity. Now, if you have a good strong immune system, no diseases will afflict you, and you can lead a healthy life, right? Great. Thank you, Arun, for sharing these wonderful insights. I have been practicing some of them based on the discussion that I've had with you earlier. It has really helped me. Viewers, in the last two episodes, we have seen that real healing doesn't come from dependency. It comes from balance, awareness, and reclaiming the power that is within our own bodies. The practices shared by Arun are simple, practical, and easy to adopt. My request to you is this: keep an open mind, believe in your body's ability to heal itself, and make a conscious choice to commit to these practices for just next 6 months. I assure you, you will be amazed with the results. At the end of the day, you will agree with me that there is nothing more precious in our life than good health, right? Trust you found value, and if you did, please like and share this video with others, and don't forget to post your comments.
Please post comments if you have any questions or challenges.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. That if you want to or if you want us to deep dive into any other topics related to health, please share in the comment section, and we will try and address those in these upcoming episodes. Okay, viewers, for your benefit, here is the summarized list of the practices suggested by Arun, which you can adopt as applicable. Action number 1: let go of all negative emotional blockages within you. Action number 2: understand your individual temperaments and act accordingly. Action number 3: eating habits. Focus only on the food while eating. Do not watch TV or your mobile while eating food. Be in a positive emotional state while having food. Do not overeat. Chew your food properly. Show gratitude for the food. Eat only when you are hungry. Whenever possible, sit on the floor while eating. Practice fasting. Action number 4: practice meditation. Action number 5: exercise regularly. Action number 6: listen to the signals your body is giving you. Action number 7: have faith in your body's ability to heal itself. Action number 8: adopt natural remedies to counter ailments instead of medicines and injections. Action number 9: focus on building your immunity. Action number 10: stay in a joyful state. Live in the now. Go ahead and try them. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. Okay? Thanks for watching. Thank you, Arun. Bye. See you in the next. It was a wonderful session. I loved it. These are very practical things. Nothing like having good health, right? Thank you very much. See you.
Absolutely. And maybe universe planned this thing कि वो मेरे को बुखार इसलिए किया और ये प्रैक्टिकल डेमो दिखाने के लिए कि I also get sick but I haven't used it, and morning में जो आपसे बात किया and अभी जो मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ एनर्जी लेवल,
Absolutely.
still see I कफ थोड़ा बीच में हो रहा है, the energy level is not down. I haven't taken anything. Thank you so
Right.
much.
Thank you.